Hello, this is the counterpart to the female video where I will show you key standpoints of a male body. In this video I'll be taking a different approach to the tutorial, and if you have any issues with it, comment down below. Thank you. With this new approach, I will be showing you the blue lines first and then lining it up with the red. That way you can see how I start and where to place certain muscles in different areas. Now starting with the neck, male necks are a bit thicker depending on your character than female characters. Going from the neck to the shoulders, there's this little triangle shape that leads to the shoulders that show more like muscle mass on the back neck right there. Male shoulders are broader than female shoulders and leading to the hips. The body shape is more of a box in a sense. Going from there, I'll be drawing the collarbone, and don't forget to draw an Adam's apple. An Adam's apple is important to help deter from male or female. These are just some of the ways that I draw um, Adam's apples. Now with the male breast, it has a lot less fatty tissue than the female breast, but I drew this character as really big. I didn't exactly mean for that to happen. Um, it's the shape of it is more of a triangle, and then the top right there is just the ribs meeting the collarbone. From there, drawing down to the hips, it's more of a straight line than the female side. Now with the hips don't meet up with the shoulder, as I point out right here. They're a little bit smaller inside the shoulder width. Now leading to the legs, which I'll be scooting up in a second. Male legs are sharper. It's kind of hard to explain, but um, they aren't as they're round and sharp. It depends on the character. There are a lot of variations. So here I draw the thigh. Draw this character's thigh more round, and then leading to the knee. And then there's the back of the knee to the calf, which is very sharp. Now keep in mind, this is a leg face toward the outer direction of the character. And moving on to the feet. I kind of messed up the feet foundation, but as you can see, this is how I would start my feet. I drew a circle at the heel and then a triangle shape, two triangle shapes, like the female video. Male feet are a lot thicker and longer, but I don't exactly show this in my characters for which they are mostly the same. Feet are a bit tricky. Right here, with the eye, I show the length of the feet and draw the ankle. Going into how I draw the feet, I start with the top and then the toe. The big toe is one of the only toes that shoot up. You can't exactly do that with the other smaller toes. The second toe right after that is larger, and the toes kind of bend or arc a little. I have to show that with a little hill at the top. Now, if you think about the analogy of the tree in earlier videos, this is a great analogy for it. Starting with the ankles, moving out towards the toes, which would act like branches and leaves, as in the analogy. Now I'm going to draw the hands and the arms here. I messed up the hands. greatly, which is very hard to do with the colored pencil, but I think I'll have to master that. um, I didn't draw the arms very muscular, but with this character it should have looked more muscular in the biceps and triceps. I started with the square for the hands, which usually I don't necessarily do. Usually I would just start drawing the hand, but I wanted to show, like, give you an example of what it would mean to start drawing a hand. With the hand that I messed up on, well, I messed up on both hands, but this one in particular, I didn't exactly proportion the fingers correctly. Now, with the diagram, it may look correct, but when I do the finished part, it looks more of a disgusting hand, I would say. Going from the wrist to the thumb is particularly easy, but I would say my most difficult struggle with hands is the spaces between the fingers, not so much the index and the thumb, but the four main fingers. I struggled with those a lot because without the space between the fingers, the hand looks less natural, and you really want to make sure to emphasize that little space in between the fingers, or else your fingers would look like they look like webbed, not webbed, but like they have like no space to move. Now moving on to the second arm, a key thing I would like you to know and point out that when drawing different views of the arm, it'd be easier to remember where the bicep is facing, because the bicep also moves with the arm. So does the forearm. The way that it moves is very difficult. What I recommend is looking at um your own arm and seeing how it moves in a mirror, or just looking at it plainly and um drawing which way the sides of the arms are facing. That way you get a more natural look and feel to it. Or you could buy art dummies where you can move and manipulate the arms and the hands, like I have. But I don't use it as much as I would look at my real arm. Now there isn't much to say in the rest of the video, and I'll figure out how to put music in. But the rest of the video will show how I draw a hand from lines and foundations.